Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and this is Patches. Patches says, hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Today we are doing Frugal Living Challenge 25, A Gingerbread Christmas. And today's foam art kit from Hobby Lobby will be the Gingerbread House. The 3D Gingerbread House Foam Kit makes one. I paid half price. So that's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. And I thought that would be really cute on our little end table between our chairs. And Patches is going to go take a nap. Good night, Patches. So I got to get into this kit. I already tore the top of the box, but I didn't get it open all the way. And let's pull out the pieces and see what we have. Okay, we have one sheet of this. One sheet of this. Some red cord. Red and white cord, I should say. We've got some gingerbread people that are stick-on. And we've got our little Christmas trees. We've got snow for the roof. And more snow. Some glittery little strips. Some windows and a few other pieces. We've got this sheet, which is 2. And I've got to unfold this big sheet. This is part of the gingerbread house. And we've got another sheet with some Christmas trees, gingerbread man. I know you can't see all the pieces. And then we have the base, which goes together. So I'm going to flip our camera around. I'm going to follow the diagram on here. And we'll see what we can come up with. I'm going to start by putting the 2 pieces of the base together. And if you plan on leaving this together when you pack it away, you might want to put some tape on the back to hold your pieces together. All right. I'm using blue painter's tape because I have a lot of this. We use this for a lot of projects. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down over that seam and then cut it. So the back may not look so pretty, but the top will. So now we have our 2 pieces together. I decided to tape the house pieces together for the inside and try to do it this way, but I found out very quickly that this was not going to work completely. The instructions did not tell me what kind of glue to use, but we ultimately ended up using hot glue to get this house together and get it stable. So here I am trying to get the pieces into the base, and it's not staying in place. But I did tape it in there really good. I would suggest a styrofoam square to put in the middle, or maybe some cardboard to stabilize it. Type of glue and tape to put this thing together. And you would think it would be a little bit easier than what I am getting. So let me turn this, make sure I'm getting this side adhered. And it's not perfect, y'all, but it is together. And I think this will be a piece that I will take apart and put together each year. I'm going to get rid of this glue stick for now. I think it's pretty much dried up. So it says interlock the walls together, insert chimney pieces. So let me find the chimney. Okay. Oh, that's got to be these little puzzle pieces. Okay. So let me turn this around. Let's see how we put this together. So the shortest part is going to go towards the top. And this will probably, I don't know if it goes this way, or I think it goes, no. It's got to go in. We'll figure this out. This goes on a slant. So this is going to go right here. See this piece? I'm going to get that inserted into the roof and then connect my pieces. And I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape those two pieces in place. While trying to keep the roof together. And I have another piece that goes on this side as well that's slanted. Get that piece inserted. And I also tried putting the roof on with some stick glue and it didn't work, so I ended up using the hot glue, and it took me a few tries to get it right. I also taped the two pieces together at the rooftop, and I've added the chimney, which was a pain in the rear to assemble because it looked like puzzle pieces. But it finally did get assembled, and everything is going to get glued into place. The manufacturer of this gingerbread house kit did a pretty good job on the instructions, but they did not tell you the exact glue that you needed to use or how difficult this is. And they said it was for ages 4 and up. I would not give this to anyone younger than 10 years of age, I think, to try to put together. Too many small pieces are choking hazards. They do have a choking hazard label on the product. But just getting this house together, I think that was the most difficult part of this assembly. We're going to add the gumdrops and everything to the top of our roof and hopefully get everything in place. Next, I'm going to add on to the front snow piece and the back snow piece to the roof line. The little gingerbread people and the trees came in a foam shape with stickers to put on the front and the back. I'll do most of that off camera, but I wanted to show you the first piece. So the little Christmas tree had to be put together, and you want to make sure the stars are aligned at the top. And we're going to attach this string that they gave us here in a moment. I'm going to cut it to the length that I think it needs to be, and we're going to get it attached to the house, and then I'm going to start adding in the candies. This will be done to both sides of the gingerbread house. I'm just finishing up the candy on the little string on the sides. And now I'm going to work on the other side I'm tacking it in place with the hot glue. And so 4 little candies go across this. And I'll be adding some more to the roof at the end where the chimney is at. I'm adding the windows, and I'll be adding the door and a star and some snow. So once I got the house together, it kind of came together rather quickly. It did take me about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes to complete this project. There's some little candies at the bottom there. And I'm also doing the candy path going up to the door. Putting the star on. These windows line up on the sides. There's a little place on each side that kind of tells you where the windows need to go. And you just stick your windows on there. Pretty straightforward here. Now for the back. The little pretzel had a lot of pieces that had to come out. And it'll be centered there at the top. And a star will go up there at the very top as well. There's 2 windows that need to go on the back. And I'm straightening that star up. And you can see where that was supposed to go. And these windows go on long way. And I got my little gingerbread man in the chimney backwards. I'm going to leave him like that. Got to get that candy on there. And it came with some little peppermint sticks to put on the corners. I'm going to get those on there. And it also came with some more snow to go around the base of the rest of the little gingerbread house. We're going to get those in place as well. So you want to make sure all your pieces are stuck down good. I see I've missed a spot there at the top. There we go. Got that taken care of. And these little gingerbread people came. There's felt, or not felt, they're the foam pieces, but they have stickers to go over them front and back. And it also does that with the trees. So I'm going to get those done off camera, but the first one I'm going to do on camera for you to see how they go on there. And you pretty much have to just align it before you stick it down. I will say that this kit is not as child friendly as the other kits that I did. I really do think that older children, teenagers, and adults would enjoy this kit. It's a little more advanced than the other kits. Now the younger kids can come in and help put on the bigger pieces or the candy, towards the end of decorating, but I would not leave this with a 4-year-old to put together. So there's the gingerbread man. We're going to get him glued in place. And of course, I glued him in there backwards. So he faces the back of the house and not the front. But that's okay. It's mine. And there's the girl. I'm going to get those done off camera. So this tree has to go together. And you want to make sure the stars at the top are aligned. And the other pieces are there. I'm going to take this red cord, measure the sides to the length, and then I'm going to tack that in place with a glue gun and attach some of the little stickers of candy. And so here I am adding these little foam stickers of the candy. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I think this part turned out really cute. I wasn't expecting like a little clothesline of candy. So here is the front of the house. We're going to add our windows and doors. We're going to add a star at the top. We're going to add a peppermint on the front, some snow, some candy, and then we're going to go around the entire house and get everything in place. Windows, snow, and a little fence in the back as well. Some candy canes on the corners of the house and underneath the windows just to give it a color pop. And here I am putting some candy on the pathway as well. I've got the roof covered in candy. And there's a little spot there to align those windows. So they make it really easy, fairly easy for you to get the windows in the right spots. The instructions were not great, did not explain the entire process, but it did give you a starting point. The kit gives you 3 long pieces of snow to put along the base of the house. And there it is so far, folks. There's the little fence. And I'm reading the box again. We're going to be adding candy pieces to the bottom of that in the back. And that side will be finished. I'm gluing in these little trees. 2 big trees, 1 small tree on either side. And there it is, folks. How I've got it made so far. I think it's turning out pretty cute. There's the little candies on the back. And the little peppermint on the front along with the star. The peppermint stripes underneath the windows in the front. And the pathway. And there it is on our end table between our chairs. I have to be honest with y'all. This was a hard kit to put together, so I would not recommend this for anybody younger than a teenager. But it did turn out really, really cute. And the only thing I did backwards was I got my gingerbread man in facing the back of the house with his face. But that's okay. I think it turned out really, really cute. Otherwise, use a glue gun, a little bit of tape, and make it a whole lot easier for you to put together. Now, I don't know how I'm going to store this. We'll have to figure that out later on. But I would suggest maybe putting cardboard inside the house to stabilize it a little bit better. And make sure that you've got these trees glued in really, really well and the peppermints and your little gingerbread girl, so that when you do store it, you can maybe wrap some tissue paper around it and put it in a box. But other than that, I think it turned out really, really cute. Tell me what you think in comments below. Here's some content I think you might like. Thank you for visiting our homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hype, and share to help our small channel grow. See you next time for more simple living, frugal tips, and farmyard fun.